Actually, I'm going to do quickly, show you how to approach the pose that we just saw, right? Let's see. So now what we can do, so the head was straight. Now I'm going from memory because I don't have the image here with me. Actually, maybe I do have it here. Okay, here I have it, right? So we have the head here, right? We could start with the head, and that's fine. Then we can say, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the exoskeleton. So now what I do, I can, if the neck is kind of in a little bit at an angle like that, see that? A little bit, right? Now, from the center here of the neck, I have, imagine the vertical line of the center line of gravity, and we are seeing how that gentle line, there was a gentle line created by the alignment between sternocleidomastoid, sternum, and the linea alba. Like that. So along this line here, I can block in the rib cage, making sure that, want to make sure that the top of the rib cage is a little bit lower than the chin, because I need to leave the neck here between the space of the neck here in so the two heads, right, that I measure for the rib cage include also the neck and the waist, right? So I make the rib cage smaller than two heads. It occupies most of the center of the two heads, but not quite all, because I need to leave space for the neck and the waist in here. Now, the nipples are going to be about one head down, which is here. So now, if the one head is here, I know now that one nipple is going to be higher and one lower than the center, because they are aligned at an angle like this, right? Now, from here, what I do have is the tilt of the pelvis, and I look at now. This is the top of the pelvis, right? And I can look now at the alignment of the iliac spine, right? And which we're gonna look at them later. Maybe we focus on the torso with Juliano, and we're gonna see the iliac spine more specifically, right? So now that's the iliac spine. Is where we see the upper quarter. That's the pubic bone, right? The genitals are gonna be here, right? So now what we do, we see if I bring down this line here, that helped me, right, to position the foot. Let's do this now. Let's take the measurement. So if I notice that if I bring down the line coming down from the ear, right, down like this, that foot is right here. Right, remember we saw that, right? Now I have the starting point of the leg, so the leg starts about halfway between the iliac spine and the pubic bone here, like this, and ends up from here 2 heads down. So I take 1, 2. That is where the thigh ends. The heel, we've seen the heel is here. So what we can do, we can block in now starting point, ending point. Makes sense? Starting point, ending point. And then the other leg, what is the other leg? Well, let's check in terms of proportion. Let's measure how much space do I have between the two leg to the 2 feet. And it's about 1 head. So I'm gonna take the measurement of 1 head, put it here. And now I have this leg going, starting from here, right? But this leg goes now, it's flexed. So because this is the free leg, right? Down like this, and then slightly changes direction where the heel is gonna be here. Make sense?
Yes.
So now, from here, remember, I have this alignment of the clavicle when one is below the level of jugular fossa, one just above. So that's the deltoid. I look at the arm coming out, and I want to see if this is the navel. So the navel is at the level of the iliac crest, or between the end of the rib cage and the iliac spine. So here. So now this pointing here is close to align. If I align this horizontally with the body, I can see that this is just above the navel a little bit. Now, from here down to the hips, I have the lower portion of the arm that is directed toward the genitals like this, right? So I can do that kind of alignment, and the hand goes up like this. Now, from here, I have the head of the humerus higher, the top is higher than the jugular fossa. This arm now, the elbow is aligned with this other elbow here, right? And the wrist arrives just above the level of genital, slightly flexed in, and the hand goes slightly below the level of the genitals. Make sense?
Yes.
So that's what I was saying before when we were doing all these alignments. You want to look at these alignment like this.